Dear younger me, I know you're trying so hard to hold everything together. To be enough for everyone, to smile even when it hurts, to pretend you're not scared of what comes next. I wish I could tell you then what I know now, that you didn't have to earn love by breaking yourself to fit, that it was never your job to be perfect, only to be real. You will lose people you thought you'd never live without, but you will find yourself in the quiet that follows. You will outgrow your fears, and one day, you'll look back and realize how strong you've been all along. So breathe, little one. You're becoming someone softer, wiser, freer, someone I'm proud to be. Dear present me, I know it feels like you're caught in between, no longer who you were, not yet who you want to be. You wake up some days feeling steady and others like you're learning how to breathe again. But even in the mess, you're still moving, still trying, still showing up. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to rush your healing or hide your softness to seem strong. You're allowed to rest, to feel unsure, to be both grateful and tired at the same time. Because this moment right here, right now, is part of your becoming too. And one day, you'll look back and realize you were doing just fine. Dear future me, I don't know who you've become yet, but I hope you're gentle with yourself. I hope you've learned that peace was never found in perfection, but in presence. I hope you still laugh with your whole heart, even when life doesn't go as planned. That you still choose softness, even when the world asks you to harden. I hope you're surrounded by love, the quiet kind, the kind that stays. And when you look back, I hope you see how far we've come. You made it here, through every doubt, every ache, every storm. So wherever you are, please keep choosing light. And remember me, the version who believed you'd make it. It didn't happen all at once. There was no grand confession, no sudden spark that lit the sky. It was slower than that, gentler. It was in the way you remembered how I take my coffee, how you laugh like it meant something, how silence with you didn't feel empty anymore. Love arrived quietly, like morning light spilling through curtains. And one day, I looked at you and realized it had already become you. No warning, no rush, just a quiet knowing that somehow, somewhere along the way, you'd become home. We still talk, but the pauses are longer now. We still laugh, but the sound doesn't linger like it used to. There's a space between us, not wide enough to call it distance, but deep enough to feel like loss. We keep trying to fill it with small talk, with plans we no longer make, with the comfort of pretending we're still the same. But love changes quietly, like seasons you don't notice until the leaves are gone. And one day, you realize you've been reaching for someone who's already halfway gone. Still, I'm grateful for the moments that were ours, for the warmth that once lived here. Because even in the fading, love was still love. It doesn't always end with shouting. Sometimes it ends with a sigh. Two people standing in the same room, feeling the distance grow between them, and knowing it's time. No villains, no heroes, just hearts that outgrew each other quietly. You still care, but care is not the same as staying. And that's the hardest truth of all, that love can be real and still not last forever. But even after it fades, something soft remains, a trace of warmth, a lesson, a gentleness that says, you loved once, and that was enough. You've been told to toughen up, to build walls, to stop feeling so much. But here's the truth. Your softness has never been your weakness. It's the reason you still see beauty in a world that tries to make you numb. It's the way you forgive, even when it hurts. The way you still believe, even after disappointment. The way you love, without keeping score. Strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, gentle, and full of grace. So don't let the world harden you. Be the softness that survives. Because it takes courage to stay kind in a world that forgets how. They said you were too sensitive, too emotional, too much, but what they really meant was that they couldn't meet you at the depth where you live. You feel everything, the joy, the ache, the small miracles no one else notices. You love with both hands open, you care until it hurts. You see beauty where others see ordinary. That is not too much. That is alive. The world needs hearts like yours. The ones that feel deeply, speak honestly, and refuse to shrink just to fit. So don't dim yourself for anyone. Your emotions are not burdens. Your empathy is not a flaw. And your depth is not something to fix, it's something to honor. You were never too much. They just weren't ready for everything you are. There's no right way to start over. No perfect moment when the pain disappears and everything makes sense again. Healing is quieter than that. A small breath after the tears, a slow step into something new. You'll rebuild piece by piece, not as who you were, but as who you've become. And maybe it won't look the same. Maybe it isn't supposed to. Because beginnings aren't about going back. They're about choosing to move forward, even when your hands still shake. This is the art of beginning again. To believe that what's ahead can still be beautiful, even after everything has changed. If today feels heavy, be gentle with yourself. You don't have to carry it all at once. You don't have to have the answers yet. Some days are meant only for breathing, for surviving quietly, for waiting until the light finds you again. Maybe tomorrow will be softer. Maybe the ache will ease. Maybe your heart will remember how to feel light again. And if not tomorrow, then one day soon. Because no storm lasts forever, and the sun has never forgotten how to rise. It's okay to not know where you're going, to feel like every door has closed and the map you had no longer makes sense. Sometimes losing your way is how life gently redirects you toward where you were meant to be. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are simply becoming, and that takes time. Even when it feels like you're standing still, you are growing roots in the unseen. And one day, you'll look back and realize this in-between was never wasted. If you're hearing this, maybe you needed someone to say, you're doing okay. I know it doesn't always feel like it. I know there are days when you wonder if you're even moving forward at all. But please, don't mistake exhaustion for failure. You've come farther than you think. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to take a breath and not have all the answers. The world moves fast, but you don't have to. You can go slow. You can go gently, and even if no one said it lately, I'm proud of you. For staying, for trying again today. So take this as your reminder. You are not behind, you are not forgotten, and you are not alone. This right here is enough. It's late, the world is quiet, but your mind isn't, is it? You keep replaying things, wondering if you said the right words, if you're where you're supposed to be, if things will ever feel lighter again. I don't have all the answers, but I know this. You've survived every night before this one, and you'll make it through this too. It's okay to rest, even if the thoughts are loud. It's okay to close your eyes and let tomorrow hold what you can't fix tonight. You don't have to solve everything now. You just have to breathe, to let the quiet be a little softer than the noise inside your head. So here's your reminder, you are safe, you are enough, and morning always comes. I know it's hard when it feels like no one sees you, when your laughter fades too quickly and your silence goes unnoticed. But please remember this, even when it feels like no one cares, someone out there would miss you in 1,000 quiet ways. The world is better with you in it, your light, your stories, your small, ordinary magic. You are not forgotten. You are not a burden. You are not too much or too little. You are simply human, and that's enough. So if tonight feels lonely, let this be proof that someone is thinking of you, right now, right here,